Team of the season is here, and if you're looking for a cheap and reliable way to buy your FC25 coins over Team of the season, then please look no further than FIFAcoin.com. There's going to be loads of great promos going on, and you can get an extra 5% when you use my code Martain. Link will be in the description.
Hi guys, Martain88 here, and welcome back to another Eafc 25 video. Today I'm showing you some 4-3-3-2 custom tactics and player roles. Just trying to bring some different tactics to the game and for you guys, and ones that I genuinely think have a purpose or can work. I've used this formation for a few weeks this year, and it's definitely viable, and I'm going to show you how, and I'm going to show you why. Because with a lot of these formations and tactics that I'm putting up, they will work for you as long as you know the game plan and the type of player that you need, you know. So let's get straight into it. The first thing is these very rarely change with me. Yeah, I love short passing, and I love what it offers, and it kind of goes hand in hand with like the game plan, yeah, which we'll talk about in a little bit more depth in a second. But one of the bigger things that I like about short passing is that when you have the ball inside of your own half, and particularly where it's tight, you just have more options. The last thing that I want to do is just be giving the ball away really cheaply and conceding easy goals. If you think that you're particularly talented at keeping hold of the ball and you don't need that, then maybe go on to balanced if you really want to, okay? But if you are listening to me and you're thinking, yeah, I do that loads, then put it on to short passing, okay? Right, defensive approach. I've had a few people go, oh, but they've nerfed this. Have they? I've been getting my best results of the whole year, you know? I'm still using 95 depth. It's made absolutely no difference in my opinion. I say this a lot. If you're struggling with that kind of depth, it's because you just don't really know what you're looking out for and how people are trying to, you know, attack and exploit you, which will be, you know, through balls through, you know, the centre back and the full back, or they'll be looking to play that ball into the central striker. But this is still going to happen whether you're on 50 depth or 95. Just on 95, you can take the game to them a bit more and maybe win the ball a little bit higher up, okay? So it's not a case of all your stresses go away if you put it down. It's just that you're going to invite them onto you, which is not a good idea in my opinion. Right, into the player roles. Now guys, before we do that, I did just want to remind you of the coaching services that I offer. I am an FC25 coach, professionally. That is what I do. And if you are looking to improve at the game, please feel free to get in touch. Email address is on screen. I coach people from one end of the spectrum to the other. I've been doing it for 4 or 5 years now, so if you're looking to improve, please don't hesitate to come and get some information. Right, okay, so 2 centre backs, defender and defend. That's never ever going to change. 2 fullbacks, fullback and balance. Now, with the way that I play and set up, and you know, get my coaching clients to set up as well, we use the fullbacks quite a lot to get involved in the attack. And I suppose with the ball, we'll put it a little bit like that. So our fullback and balance is really nice. I love it because it gives you enough of an option moving forward, but it also doesn't drag them completely out of position so that you're a sitting duck if and when you lose the ball, you know. So if we have a look at Anya on the right, what I'm looking here is for Murphy and for Bruno to work with him, you know, to trigger the runs and to move him forward. Yeah. So if you see, we have the 2 wingers on inside forward, so they'll just come inside ever so slightly, right? And also what that does is it drags the opponent's fullbacks in as well, which leaves a nice little corridor of space out wide for the 2 fullbacks to exploit. If you have them on fullback and defend, you have 0 width and they're so narrow, and I find that it's very difficult for you to keep hold of the ball. I don't recommend fullback and defend at all, if I'm being honest. Okay, right, into the middle 3. Now this is where this formation comes into its own and where it has its strength. So for me, you want that middle three to all be extremely comfortable on the ball. Okay, we want to take control of the game. I don't want Hullet and Vieira's in there, right? I want players that can really look after the ball, but they need to be able to defend as well, right? So if we have a look here, we've got Guiaro, who's really good CDM. She's really agile, really nippy, but can also deal with the ball. She's very good on it. Same with Z Roberto. He has good enough defending stats to play this role, but then going forward, he's amazing. Yeah, he's got all the pace and all the trickery in the world. He's got the R1 dribbling. He's also left-footed, which is a bonus. And then on the right, it's very similar with Bruno Fernandes. Yeah, so that midfield three will outnumber nearly every formation that you'll play against. Yeah, and that's where you take control of the game, you know, and it's really enjoyable to use, to be fair. And you want your left centre mid and your right centre mid to be able to give you some sort of goal threat as well, you know. We've already spoken about the two wingers on inside forward, and then just your striker up front on advanced forward. So, guys, there we have it. There's my 4-3-3-2 custom tactics and player roles. So that helps you out in some way, and please drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'll see you guys very, very soon. See you later, guys. Bye-bye.